Hello and welcome back to No Step Back. Let's unpause and continue our offensive in northeastern Spain. Is this all like Aragon? This is Catalonia, but it's Valencia. Okay, cool. There's Aragon. I've been to a couple places in Spain. I've been here, and I've been here. That's, I think, all the places I've been to in Spain. Catalonia is incredible, or Barcelona. That's, yeah, I shouldn't say Catalonia, because anyone who's like actually from rural Catalonia will be like, Barcelona is not Catalonia. Just how any Norwegian will be like, Oslo is not Norway. And how any American will be like, yeah, New York is not America, even though, yeah, it's the only place I've been to in America. Don't want the tanks defending, because they're not very good at that. First, Moscow trial. The investigation into the murder of Comrade Kirov. By the way, if Stalin purges Zhukov, I am reloading my save and I'm going with Trotsky just to spite him. Has uncovered a lot of leads that point towards a conspiracy between Zinoviev and Trotsky. Following a series of arrests and interrogations, the evidence has only grown more substantial. After a meeting with Joseph Stalin, Zinoviev and Kamenev have at least confessed to working with Trotsky to overthrow the government, assassinate Soviet leaders, and ultimately restore capitalism in the Soviet Union. They are now, well, I don't think any of these people would do that. So I think that part might have been something they said under extreme duress, but yeah. They are now put on trial with 14 of their co-conspirators. The charges against them weigh heavy. A conviction would mean certain death. Another group of traitors brought to justice. Following characters will be purged from the game: Nikolai Voznesensky, Captain of Industry; Ivan Smirnov, Head of Director of New Buildings; Alexander Shlepnikov, left-wing trade unionist; Gregory Sokolnikov, People's Commissar of Finance; and Gregory Zinoviev, communist theorist. Well, rest in peace, guys. And we have, like, no political paranoia. We are so good. Economy loss cost. Man, this is... Wait, what's trade loss? Oh, of course. I'm so dumb. What's trade loss? It's this one. Which, yeah, we should probably not be on export focus, because we're basically controlling our own, like, economic block. I don't really know how many people we'll be trading with. Lowered construction speed, lowered research speed, but we get more resources to our own market. Actually no, we aren't really doing that, because we have so much stuff we're not using. And unless we get rubber production up and running, we really do need to trade, I think. Please, give me 2 factories so I could finish the 5-year plan. Okay. Addressing internal affairs gives us NKVD primacy and increases political paranoia, which grants, yeah, good stuff. New Soviet woman. The Comintern, we can do that now. Yeah, because I want to do the send military advisors to Spain before that ends, because it's going to give Spain some stuff. If Spain loses a civil war, Enrique Lister will join the Soviet Union. Well, they're not going to lose a civil war, but... At least, I don't think so. But I do want to give them every single advantage I can. Let's have a look here. Those guys allied? No, they're not. They're fighting each other. Cool. That's good. Also, being that I have now gone down the path of Stalin, which I suspect a lot of people will be doing, some people will have been disappointed. Don't be. Given time, there will be more playthroughs. In fact, I'm planning on doing one that goes the left route with Bukharin and restoring the Supreme Soviet as soon as possible. No, our attaches will be sent wherever we please. I don't give anything about, or I don't give two single fricks about what the callers say. I like how, like, every now and then I would just needlessly censor myself. I think it's funny, is why I do it. Because yeah, I swear more than I should for someone who produces content for YouTube, which YouTube hates bad words. I'm wondering if we shouldn't. Yeah, it probably doesn't hurt to actually improve the railroad a little bit. It's like, it's not really gonna matter. How do we do this? Ah, oh, this is so cool. I like this. Yeah, it's not really gonna matter once once we invade Finland, but I don't know, like it feels like look at this. It feels like having trains actually deliver supplies up there will cut down on a lot of the pain we might experience. We may have, I mean, we're gonna have to set up more supply depots as well. Italy announces claims on Yugoslavian territory. So, the supply depot, how does it work? Yeah, they distribute supplies, but I want to know, like, how far they do it. Increase the range and supply provided by supply hub. Consider using the upgrade railways command and changing the motorization level. Okay, so we'll have to change the motorization level of the units up here. But also by improving the railway, we also improve the supply. We can build a supply hub over here, for example, which will do a great deal to help us, but the best way to help us, I think, is just to increase the level of the railway all the way up there. If I'm understanding the system correctly. Oh, we're actually starting to train troops. We have, yeah, we have guns. Let those guys train as well. Let's send one unit of tanks all the way into Kaspe immediately. How are we looking in terms of trains in this region? Okay, nice. We are actually fighting on a train track, so we should take Kaspe and Tortosa and go straight for Huesca. Let's say straight. I'm using the infantry to reinforce, and I'm using the tanks to actually carry out the assaults. That's not the right tile, there we go. He is wilding out. Alright. I think for now we're going to do air crew surveys so we can start building down the air doctrine. So, what's the issue with the supplies here? We don't have a supply hub, so we need to take Zaragoza. That's the chief issue. Comintern is done. Let's send military advisors to Spain. Gives us army experience gain daily for 1,095 days, which is really good. I'm gonna wait until we have yeah, troops over here as well, and now we're gonna attack. We're gonna attack with pretty much everything. Let's actually hold one and have him assist, and then we're gonna have the tank here. Oh man, I need to send more troops here because I want to take all the way to Tortosa. There isn't a supply hub there, but if we rush Barcelona, we could just end the war, I think. So let's try that. Nope, it's not gonna work because they're gonna try to defend it. I mean, what we can do is we can stop this assault and go for an encirclement. The improved armor plating is done. We have a lot of political power we need to spend. Let's set up a tank designer because I'm going to research the heavy tank stuff. Armor and heart attack is what we want for the tanks. And then mobile tank is the next one because we want reliability. And we want speed for the medium tanks. So let's research heavy there. He's defending, which isn't going well, but he's defending while he is attacking, so that's gonna go well. Or not. He's gonna have to retreat, and they're gonna break the encirclement, I think. Well, no, they're not, because he can't move there until he's done attacking. So long as this battle finishes fast, I can very quickly send the extra tanks over to help out there. Let's have one help out and one move. Like so. I'm gonna let you stay there. Let's see. Doctrines available. Yep. Home defense, interception, detection. We're going down both of these, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Ground support is the one that helps us most in the immediate. Yeah, supplies aren't looking great at the moment. Potosa is actually not a poorly supplied tile. If the system works the way I think it does. Doesn't show us any more info when we hover over it other than the color. I mean, it's poorly supplied because it's darker, but it's not as bad as these. Man, what is happening here? Okay. %16 paranoia. Tukhachevsky, which, yeah, Tukhachevsky is 100% going to get approached. Wilhelm II returns to the German Empire. In a surprising announcement yesterday morning, the German government officially lifted the exile on Wilhelm II. Later in the day, the old Kaiser's motorcade passed the Dutch-German border, and upon his return to Berlin, he was ceremoniously reinstated as Kaiser of the German Empire. The Kaiser has already vowed to see Germany return to its old greatness, but it remains to be seen which direction the nation will take with its diplomacy. Well, he's not going to be friendly towards us, that is for sure. The Peasant Union, well, has brought well, online, I don't even know what they are. the other guys down to their last legs, so they might be they might be ripe for the taking right now. We're kind of doing the worst of the fighting. Like, we're fighting in areas that are just terrible supply-wise. I think taking this would actually help us quite a lot with the supplies. May as well have these guys exercise. These ships, I kind of don't think we'll ever use them. But, yeah. Military advisors have been sent to Spain, very good. They get factories if they add development, which grants Stalin factories 3. National spirit will be removed upon completion. That's not that good for us, but it gets better down here, I think. Let me zoom out so we don't get deafened. Policy of individual security, which grants trade deal opinion factory justify war goal time acceptance of fascist diplomacy plus 40 rather. Approach Germany, become friends with Germany. We can't while we have political paranoia. That gives us a bunch of good tech bonuses, while the Germans get oil, which we don't want. Then this gives us tech bonus against major democracies in Europe. This is against fascism, which grants a bonus against fascist countries in Europe, of which there are very few. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeking a defense pact with the Allies either. Middle East diplomacy, Iraq, Iran, and Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia. Reconcile Japan. Don't really think I want to do that either. Let's do socialism in one country first. Actually, no. Yeah, let's do that. Because we're at 20 right now. I'm just have all of the tanks stop fighting. And let's use them. Oh, I mean, one of them didn't listen. Let's use them the way we should be using them, which is just take Barcelona and hope that these guys capitulate. I send you down to Totosa and hope that you actually get supplies. Oh yeah, you're kind of useless. You should be attacking or doing something. Three military factories. We definitely need more support equipment. We don't really need to stress the light tanks at the moment because we're going to be making medium tanks. So let's do that. Now, fair warning, I've never used this system before. It's a lot of cool icons. You can use German icons. Is that Chinese? Don't know. Okay, so turret. One-man turret. Small turret barely large enough to hold a single crew member, who is tasked with aiming and loading the main armament, as well as keeping watch for targets and threats. Well, this is not a light tank, so it's going to be a medium turret type. Medium fixed superstructure, which makes it kind of like a tank destroyer type looking thing. It forbids the anti-aircraft roll, which makes sense because it's really hard to shoot at aircraft if you have to move the entire tank to aim. 3-man turret seems a bit excessive. Grants us 20 breakthrough, less speed. Let's go with the middle point, which is a 2-man turret. This is, after all, a medium tank. Main armament. Heavy armament is a basic heavy cannon, which reduces the speed by quite a lot, increases the cost by a bunch. Requires medium fixed superstructure in the turret slot. Yeah, we can't do that. So let's do medium armaments and medium howitzer. Indirect support against soft targets, but it can be fired directly at a target if necessary. Carrying only a small amount of armor-piercing ammunition, it is ill-suited for anti-tank work. It's kind of, yeah, that's kind of... we don't really have medium cannons, I don't think. Would fire both anti-infantry and anti-armor rounds. Its small caliber limits its usefulness. Yeah, we're early war. A medium howitzer basically makes it a... yeah, it's terrible against heart attack. This makes it an actual tank, but the medium howitzer makes it really good against infantry, which right now is like probably what we're mostly fighting. Production 12.4 with that, and with a cannon it's 10.8. 12, 15, and 50. 25, 1, and 20. Man, the cannon isn't that bad. Yeah, the normal cannon isn't that bad. If you think about it, this is one tank, and I don't know what the division is going to look like. But it's going to have mechanized in it, right? Or motorized at the very least. Oh, cool. What do we have here? Secondary turret, special modules like machine guns, which grant more soft attack. Increases the cost by a little bit. Armor skirts, sloped armor. Well, we're basically building like a T-34, just very early, I think. Wet ammo storage, which means it's not going to blow up as often. Smoke launchers. Extra ammo storage. So the most like sensible thing is to slap MGs on it. Oh yeah, let's finish the core of it before we do anything else. Bogey suspension is what we've got right now. Christie, oh my god, makes it way, way faster. And doesn't make it much more expensive. Torsion bar increases reliability, and interleaved road wheels is overlapping the road wheels. More of them can be fit in the same length of the hull, thereby improving mobility as well as providing some additional... Okay, that's breakthrough and... No, it won't speed. Speed, and then small cannon. I think this is it for the first tank. Radio is a big increase in breakthrough. for very little production. This is a very expensive tank, I think, for such an early tank. I don't think we're going to do a secondary turret. Small cannon as a secondary turret would make sense if you're doing a howitzer armed one, I think. And a heavy MG. It seems really good, but it's makes it more expensive. You can have extra radios. Oh, you can. No, you can't. Never mind. Yeah, we don't really have any... Well, I guess like sloped armor and stuff like that. 10% production cost increase. Plus 20% armor. Seems pretty good. Armor skirts. I think armor skirts is something you do before we do this one. Not gonna reduce the reliability further. I think 90% is as low as we want to get. Well, we could do wet ammo storage for 1 production cost. Man, this is gonna be an expensive tank, but it's gonna be very reliable. Reliability has no effect above 100%. Yeah, so it kind of doesn't really matter to do that. Wait, you could do multiple additional machine guns? Well, that's kind of a no-brainer then, if we're just doing soft attack, for the most part. Oh, I didn't even look at this stuff. Oh god. Armor type. Yeah, so we can do cast armor, which is the most expensive one. Makes this tank very expensive. Riveted armor has minus 20% production cost, but not as good defense and armor and all that. And then welded armor as a middle point. We're currently using what? Riveted armor. Oh my god, it's so much better. Let's remove the skirts. And then do sloped armor instead, which gives us much more armor. Diesel engine, reliability 25%, no need. Fuel usage 2, fuel usage 2, max speed 1. Okay, this seems better. Gasoline engine. Right now, petrol electric, completely useless for our our like use case right now. Expensive and unreliable. It does, however, offer unmatched performance in tactical movements. Yeah, no need for that. Okay, I think this is it. Now, increases here will reduce reliability. That's why you would have the wet storage, I guess. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We want this thing to be very fast. Someone is probably screaming at me right now in terms of this design. I got the auto upgrade from Stellaris there. I don't really remember how tanks used to work in vanilla before this, like what kind of armor you want to be looking at. Like, I don't remember the tiers really all that well. Here's best match, yep. Let me Google when the T-34 was built. We're probably over time because I've spent so much time designing tanks. T-34 service from 1940, but when was it designed? Produced 1940 and upwards. The T-34 surely qualifies as a medium tank, right? Even though it is a pretty beefy large tank. Can you refit it down? I think you can, right? Production cost of the light tank here is 13.7, so we're only looking at a 6 increase in production cost for what should be a radical increase in stats. Our soft attack is not that much higher, but our neither is our hard attack. Yeah, it's got the same cannon, so the attack isn't all that much better. The reliability is higher though, and the speed is way lower. Okay, maybe this isn't such a good tank. Fuel usage is lower. Yeah, you have to like really pump up the engine. What can we do then for the reliability here? I'm guessing we have to do the engine changes. Yeah, swap to a diesel engine, which again works against the idea of making this very fast. This has what kind of reliability was it? Was it 76%? Well, how about we take you to 13 kilometers an hour, 73% reliability. Armor is much higher than the light tank. It's got roughly equivalent fuel usage. Doesn't seem that bad to me. Hardness compared to the light tank, 5% higher. We're probably gonna be making a like T-34A or something like that with a heavier cannon later on. Actually, what's the icon? It says use best match, but I don't really feel like it matches all that well. Oh well. Okay. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't match that all that well. It doesn't even have armored skirts. Now cut down on the light tank production. We will be getting a lot more military factories in the near future. We are at the end of the episode, but I'm gonna keep it going for a little bit, just to make it up for you for spending so much time failing to learn how to use the tank designer correctly. They can handle this. %22% now. 13.2% was generated by the German Empire. Are they doing anything funky? They can go to war against... Well, no, never mind. They've done a post-Hitler. Yeah, they can go to war against us. But no, they revived the Kaiserreich. Yeah, they've got a war with France route. And they got a war with us route. And Spain. Okay, we should deal with Finland, and we should deal with Poland soon then. I'd rather be defending against Germany in Poland and take out this stuff than be defending against Germany in Russia. And I'd rather they don't have Finland as like a proxy to fight through. Let's send all of you guys over to... Let's have a look at the railways. We're going to be fighting up this way. And just kind of bypass Pamplona. Anyways, that should do it for this episode. I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.